Real Animals Fishing Show is presented by Yellowfin Yachts. Hey gang, today Billy and I went 3 hours south of Tampa. We're down at Sanibel, Florida. We're fishing with our good friend Capt.Ozzie Fischer. Fishing's been incredible. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. It's gonna be off the hook.
They were calling for us to have some bad weather today. We almost canceled it. And Ozzie's one of those guys, I've known him for years. You ask him, how'd you do? Oh, we did okay. Michael calls him up yesterday, how'd you do? He's like, we wrecked them. So we knew monsoon or whatever, we were coming today.
When a fish grabs it, you gotta drop your tip to it because this current's going out, so you're naturally pulling the bait away from them. So you're gonna drop down to them. I wait till just about the time my drag, they start taking drag. As soon as my drag slips, that's when I hit them. I do a pretty good hook set.
So go ahead and hit them like I'm a bass fisherman, right?
Yeah, you want to hit them pretty good.
All right,
but
cool.
The key is drop it. When they hit it, I always say the best snook fishermen in the past have soft hands. It's trying to feel that bite. You feel anything, I just kind of lower it to it. Just point at it. I wait just about time it's taking, that drag slips, and then I hit them. So we're going to work this ledge. When you cast, throw it straight off the bow because you want the boat to kind of pull it. So just go on and cast, Billy. Just throw it out about 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock? How far? Just good cast?
Yep. That's it. Mike, just throw it to his left.
Coming over you, Bill.
Go ahead. He said hold it at a 45, and then when you feel the fish grab it like that, just drop it down like that. Oh.
You're gonna, up here, you're probably not gonna get a bite till you get close to this rip.
All right, well, it felt good. My fish was freaking out. He had
yeah, you'll feel those baits get real nervous when they get by them snook.
Yeah, he had a drive-by.
He's right too, Ozzie. You can feel that sinker.
Yeah, if you're not feeling that, if you're not feeling that sinker bounce along the bottom, you're not gonna get bit.
I can feel it.
Try one right here inside, you guys.
There it is. There he is. There he is.
That's him. That's a fish.
Nope. It looked good.
How deep is it up there, Oz?
The ledge we're fishing drops down to 23 feet. Wow. It goes from
feel that weight just going
18 to 23 feet. Billy's in closer to the second ledge that goes from 8 to 12 feet. But you can catch this time of year in these passes. You can catch big snook, redfish, trout. But you're just kind of limited because there's so much water dumping out of here. You got to fish work. You know, it's really.
Man, it is cranking out here. You can feel that weight just scattering across there. You know. All right, Mike, it's up to you.
All right, let me see what I can pull off.
It's up to the legend.
Uh-oh.
Up to the legend, Mike Anderson.
I'm not the legend.
World famous Mike Anderson. That's it. It's up to world famous.
That's different. Capt.Ozzie's first option here. Got a really strong outgoing tide. We did a couple of drifts through this pass along a real nice rocky shoreline. Nothing biting today. Caught him here yesterday. It's one of them things. Here today, gone tomorrow. We're gonna go check another spot, see what Capt.Ozzie's got up his sleeve.
We're gonna cork a couple shiners. Just throw them in that sand hole. If they're there, you'll get bit instantly. If they're not, we'll move on.
Oh, that's a redfish, isn't it?
No,
that's a big trout, dude.
Big gator.
That is a big trout, bro.
A really big, beautiful fish. Look at that. Wow.
Wow, look how big he is.
That's the advantage to fishing this low water, though.
Oh, it is, bro.
Everything concentrates in these potholes. That's a pretty fish. Look at the color.
Oh, gorgeous fish. Oh, look at that, just rolling in the sun like that. I mean, and look at the colors on him. Thank you, Ozzie. Look how pretty that guy is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a gator.
That's a nice gator.
And Mike, what is it I say every time we catch one of those?
Prettiest fish in Florida, inshore.
No doubt, bar none.
I know, man.
Bar none. Bar none, pal.
That is a nice trout.
Boy, I guess.
They are beautiful. And look at those teeth, man.
Yeah.
Let's let that guy go make some babies. Sweet. Thank you, Ozzie.
Yep.
Fished the outgoing tide for a couple hours this morning and nothing went crazy. We had a weather change. We had some high pressure move in. Ozzie caught a lot of fish yesterday, a lot of big snook yesterday. Today, not so much, a little slow this morning. But now we're fishing the low water on the edges. All the fish are kind of concentrated. First place we pull into, Billy catches a nice trout, so things are starting to turn our way.
You got a little trout? Or
I was going to say, I don't think it's the fish I had
I
on
don't think
the
it's the snook you had, a little trout. Yeah, not that snook you had on before.
Billy's trout,
He's on you, Billy.
big. Mike's trout.
You got a redfish on you.
There it is.
You got a little
Got another little triz out.
little trout.
He doesn't know he's little.
You got a pinfish?
I don't know. It's fighting
got a
like one.
pinfish.
Sweet. Anybody can catch a trout, bro.
You got a pinfish on a shiner.
Do you want to keep this guy?
No.
All right.
Captain Billy's bait extravaganza.
I did that last time, dude. I was catching ladyfish, pinfish, hogfish.
Oh, Jack.
I tell you what, that is the junkyard dog of the bay right there, pal. I tell you, when I lived in North Carolina, Mike, I could not wait to get to Florida to catch a Jack Crevalle. I really couldn't. And then I got here and people are like cussing, why do you want to catch those things for? And I'll tell you what, to this day, still one of my favorites. I like catching them. Do you want to stay on this one a little more? Or?
Nah, we're gonna move. We're gonna go try to throw some topwater plugs.
We've kind of bounced along the outside of these outer sandbars, shoals here on this low water. There's little potholes and trenches and stuff running through here that these fish tend to key in on, sort of like a highway, if you will, waiting for that water to come up. We just slid down the bar a little ways. We'll try another series out here. It's a little deeper drop off. We'll switch from the live bait, throw a little bit of artificials. We're gonna throw some of the Strike King product and see what we can do. There's a trout. I know my pinfish bite. He hit it when I let it sit real slow and I just moved it a little bit. He jumped on it with both feet. Evidently I didn't set the hook on him good enough. Get him, Mike. What you got, buddy?
KVD, baby.
There it is.
Yeah, nice trout.
Dude,
Oh, it's a snook.
Nice, Mike.
Nice
Snook
fish,
on it.
Sweet.
KVD.
Nice fish, Michael. You need some help there, buddy?
Sure, come on, Billy. You want to get
Yeah, I can do that. I can make a contribution.
Tell you
here.
what, that water cooling down,
Yeah.
the fish have a lot of
Is
energy.
he
dude.
supercharged?
Oh, yeah.
He really is. I mean, a lot of energy. Jumped all over that.
Come here. There we go. Turn him upside down and he'll lay real nice for us there.
Just working those potholes off the drop right there. Just lumped it. Thought it was a big trout.
Yeah, it's like a big trout. Pretty fish there. Pretty. Got the yellow. Kind of matches my shirt, doesn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. We'll let him go.
Nice.
We're using Strike King's new bait. It's actually a bass lure called a swimming caffeine shad, and it's a swim bait. And the design of it is just, we're gonna really shallow right now, a lot of grass on the surface, so we can't really throw topwaters yet. So we're just gonna throw it as a swim bait through this shallow grass and hope to pick up a couple trout and redfish.
Pretty tough to beat a gold spoon.
I'll tell you, if I have one bait that I could only throw, we need to add that in. If you could only catch one fish and catch him one way.
That's true. That would be a
Or
good
on what
idea.
lure? Or if you could only throw one lure.
One lure, mine would be a white bucktail jig.
White, but that isn't,
Yeah,
that's a
you are
good one to beat.
White bucktail Ozzie, there's no doubt. There he is.
There you go,
All right,
Mike.
I'm changing baits. What you got, Mike?
KVD, baby.
That's gotta be a
What you got?
Yeah, it feels like a redfish. Got a head shake like a big red
All
dog.
right, Mike woke up, so.
redfish.
Yep, called it.
Had that head shake.
Way to go there, big guy.
KVD. It's gonna be the mantra, the real animals mantra. What are we fishing? KVD. I don't know, but Mr. Van Dam said it would be good, so by golly it is. But that's I mean, it's technically, that's
Why, is he pretty good?
yeah,
That's
okay.
a decent
He's
fish.
not bad.
Never heard of him.
He's caught a fish or two.
Quit. There we
I think
go.
he fishes for a living.
I think he's done rather well at it, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. He's made $1 or $2.
He's kind of known as a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. I'll tell you though.
He's kind of like Ozzie Fischer down around Sanibel. He's kind of a big deal around
I
here.
don't know about
Look how that blue in that tail.
Nice
Yeah,
fish.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Maybe we'll let this guy go. Whoop, whoop, go. See ya. He wanted to do like the triple Lindy to get out of here. Closed captioning brought to you by Gator Ford.
Just moving from flat to flat. Caught a couple fish on the last flat. Never really went off. Saw a lot of fish. Had a lot of fish chasing our baits. It's one of those days that high pressure has really kind of slowed this bite down. We had a lot of rain come through Central Florida yesterday, and it's made today an interesting bite to say the least. So we're just fishing away. Fishing away. I don't know, we may have to eat these things ourselves. I don't know.
Oh, there he is. Oh, you turkey. Get in there right behind me. Got him. Oh, nope. Little guy. We know that trout ate my tail. I'm tailless. I had a trout eat my tail off. That tail gives a lot of vibration, which is key in the fish picking up on that vibration to find the bait, to seek it out and to hit. You know how the bite's kind of slow. If you look up there, you notice those birds are just kind of hanging out there, not really feeding. And when one of God's creatures isn't feeding, there's a good chance that the rest of them aren't either, you know?
Even though we have all this bait underneath us, they're not diving on them, they're not crashing on them. There's no ladyfish or mackerel blowing them up. You know, it's just what happens when a little front comes through.
Yeah,
a little
what a
high
difference
pressure.
a day makes, right? Fish on. Oh, trout.
Oh boy.
Sweet.
JVD, straight
I was
The
gonna say-
KVD. How do you say it, Mike?
JVD, baby.
KVD, baby. That's it. There we go, a little trout McNugget. That's a good little trout. Trout McNugget, baby. Hey, I'm not proud, brother. I like fish. Oh, there we go. Look at those tails right there, dude. Some right there. See if we can hit those. I got a wind knot. The curse of the braided line. You don't get them often, but when you do, they're special.
Especially when you're ice like this.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna cut it and be done with it. What I'm gonna tie here is what I call the Mike Mahoney knot, because he taught it to me. It's just basically a loop knot. What you do is you do a backwards loop, double the line, put the second loop through the first loop, tag in through the second loop, hold the tag in and the hook and pull the line tight, and boom, there you have a little loop knot. Very easy to tie for you guys that are like me at home, that are in denial about your eyes. 50 years old, my eyes are going, but I won't go get glasses. You really don't need to be able to see that well to tie that knot. Dude, there's so much bait down here, it's crazy. I'll tell you, those big trout, when they hit that top water, dude, it is nothing short of exciting, you know? Oh no, really? Mike, throw it right in behind Ozzie there, if you're in.
Did you see him?
Yeah, I did. Man, he came after it twice, and you were like, oh, I'm fouled, I'm just gonna reel it in. He swung at it.
I know, he hit it the one time.
Yeah. Got him, that's trout.
That's a stud.
That is a absolute stud muffin.
Do you want a belt there, Billy?
That's a stud.
Dude, he is, I mean, look, I tell you, the trout are so aggressive that, I mean, look at the size of that guy and look at the size of the bait. And I always say, what's he thinking? And you always say,
He's hungry.
lunch. Woo, look at that head
Out
shake.
of that big pothole right there.
Is that
Oz.
right, Kate? Oh,
Yep,
I just
came
got
right out of
popped.
that big sand hole.
I'm gonna
You
let
eat the marinade?
Yep. And he crushed
Is that
it.
not a good bait? That Meridine looks just like the
Just
bait
like-
that's out
yeah.
here. Dude, that is a beautiful trout. I would help you out, but I want to get that sand hole before we
He
blow past it.
lumped it.
Nice fish, Michael.
Whew, did he lump it. Made all them casts, one cast after another, nothing, and then pow, yeah. When I went away from the soft plastics, because there's so much activity and so much bait on this flat that there's a lot of blowfish, a lot of little critters were biting the tails off, especially when you get a bait like the swimming caffeine shad that's got that coffee scent in it. Scented baits, for some reason, drawing them blowfish and things like that. Every other cast I was having to replace it, they were chewing the tail right off it. So I went to a hard bait, I had the little Miradine handy, and the Miralure Miradine looks just like a little pilchard, which we've been seeing all over the flats today. We actually fished with some earlier, and that's what that trout clobbered. The trout.
Yeah, buddy.
Boy, Billy Nobles. Is that the KVD?
KVD. That's it. Get out of your boy's way.
There's a D-hooker in the back, Billy.
Oh.
Or you can just drop them on the
This is
deck.
slap Ozzie right.
I'm starting to get a complex, Mike.
Oh, Mike's got another one.
Ozzie, listen,
You wanna
we're
reel it in,
not
Ozzie?
fishing for rooster fish. Okay?
Oh, no, you didn't rooster
Feel
fish.
free to get involved here, all right? And Mickley will appreciate that one.
We may get Navionics as a sponsor yet with a shot like that.
Kick a guy when he's down, right?
Hey, man, we got to take our shots when we can.
I got one.
Oh, what you got, Ozzie? There you go.
He's on the board.
Wow.
I think we found the trout, boys.
Guys, this week's tip of the week, it's kind of old hat. Seems like every 6 months or so we have a show where this is the tip of the week, but I don't remember a show where it was really more of a bigger point than it was for this episode. We started out this morning wanting to do some drifting in the pass. Capt.Ozzie had been on some big fish, told me to bring some 30-pound tackle. So we brought some 30-pound tackle for that this morning. Fish didn't chew all that good. We had to change gears. Ozzie was on some fish on some docks, really big, 40-inch snook on the docks. He said, bring some 65-pound tackle, some of your tarpon rods for those fish. So we had those rods with us. Those fish didn't chew very good. We ended up on the flats on the incoming tide, throwing some artificials, topwater plugs, some plastic baits, Miradine, and finally we're able to get on some fish, some redfish, some snook, some trout. So I think of all the episodes we've ever shot, this tip of the week may be the most important, to just come prepared. Always have a bunch of tackle with you. Most of the boats today have tons of rod storage. Load up. Make sure you bring some artificials. You know, a lot of times you go out, think you can find bait. Maybe for whatever reason the bait left overnight, and now you're stuck without bait. If you have your artificials with you, you can still catch fish. You know, if you get on a big dock like we were on with some big fish, things can be tough. Always, always, always go prepared. Prepare for everything. You'll catch more fish. That's your tip of the week.
Oh, did you hear that?
Somebody feed.
I heard a smack, sound like a snook smack. Oh, that's a better fish.
You are a fisherman, Billy.
I am, dude. I can stretch it with the best of them. Look, we're gonna show. Look how big this fish is. He's real big. There we go. You got to get close to the camera. He's huge. That is. I mean, that's right at the bottom end of the slot. If we wanted to, we could invite him home for dinner.
You know what I like about that fish?
What's that?
He bit.
Yeah. What?
He bit.
He bit, exactly.
I like fish that bite.
Which fish do you want to catch? I want to catch the dumb one.
Yeah.
Hey, what fish would it be if you could fish for one fish the rest of your life, Oz?
Of course, snook.
Rooster fish.
I said roosterfish last time, just the fact that if I have a lifetime to fish for them, I might be able to catch one
Have you
finally.
caught one yet?
You know the answer to that as well as I do.
Well, man,
I'm 0 for 18.
Well, we're going to Costa Rica in February.
I know.
She
And
come
you guys can go too.
You guys are having the real animals fishing tournament.
Yeah, man,
down there.
doing a sailfish tournament down there at the Zancudo
Oh.
Lodge. It's gonna be
That
awesome.
was a good fish too.
You guys will go sail fishing. I'll spend 3 days.
Oh,
That's
nice.
a better
No,
fish.
that's a trout.
There you go. That's a good.
There you
fish.
go, Michael.
The Miradine.
Good
straight.
job, big guy.
We're on a good trout bite now.
Proud of you, Mike.
Oh, that's all right.
And I like that even better. That was a nice
I got the
release.
best part of him, yeah.
Oh, you did.
One thing I learned a long time ago, you got to check your ego at the door when you go fishing.
Yeah.
Because if your ego's too big, or these fish aren't good enough, and all
God
that.
will humble you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and it's
In
just
a heartbeat.
why you spend the whole day with nothing? You know, if it's not working, it's not working.
Well, I mean, you know, we worked and worked and worked and worked and finally stumbled across something and hit pay dirt.
Well, most boats have a lot of rod holders in them. Take a bunch of extra rods with you. Take some of that heavier tackle, some of that lighter tackle. Make sure you got plenty of artificials
And if you don't
with
have plenty of rods, it's kind of like your wife's shoes. I've got to have them.
You gotta have.
Because this rod does not match this tackle box. Guys, hope you enjoyed this week's show as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. I'd like to give a big thanks to our good friend, Capt.Ozzie Fischer. Ozzie, thank you so very much, my friend.
Always my pleasure.
Dude,
Always.
unbelievable, always. We worked hard today.
Worked
It was
very
one, yeah,
hard.
it was one of those
This is
days.
the toughest we've had with Ozzie.
Yeah, normally we come down here and it's one fish after another, but we were with a good captain. We kept scraping all day, caught some fish, not all bad.
Yeah,
Not
we
all
got
bad.
fish.
Not all bad.
Blast, man.
If you're coming anywhere near the Sanibel area here in Florida, we highly, highly recommend you give this guy a call. 1-866-GAME-FISH is the number you need to know. For more great fishing info, you can log onto our website, realanimalsfishingteam.com. Remember, you can follow Billy and I on Facebook, and until next week.
Do yourself a favor and take a kid fishing.
Billy, you got a guest captain there to your right.
Got a what?
You have a guest captain there to your right.
Hey, buddy, what's happening?
It's Fred.
Fred?
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Stay with us. How is it my fault? He was standing next to you and he jumped overboard.